Hey everyone, back with another massive pile of stuff on the ground here. This is every 4K and Blu-ray I bought in January and February. Movie collection update. Let's get into this one. Okay guys, massive pile of 4Ks. First of all, let's go through these. First one up I grabbed is the Howard Hawks production of Rio Bravo. John Wayne, Dean Martin, Ricky Nelson in this one. This is a movie I've been looking for. Looking for is probably the wrong way of saying it. This is a movie I've wanted to add to the collection for a while because John Carpenter has said in interviews and stuff like over the years that Rio Bravo was a big influence on Assault on Precinct 13, and I wanted it, but I wanted to wait until there was a 4K, so I got the 4K and it has the slip. I have yet to watch it. I mean, it's a Western and that's kind of as much as I know about it, but Rio Bravo was the first one up. Next one, guys, I imported through Amazon US. This is a Kino Lorber 4K release of The Monster Squad. Love this movie. I have the Blu-ray, which I will hold on to because I don't want to get rid of it. I did get the slipcover 4K Blu-ray. Wolfman's Got Nards documentary on this as well, which is great. And I have it separately on Blu-ray, which I will keep anyways. But yeah, really nice set. I've again yet to watch this one, but this was the next one that I picked up. Next one I picked up, guys, was a Shout Factory 4K and Blu-ray Collector's Edition release of JFK. I loved this movie since I saw it as a kid, and I was fascinated with JFK and the assassination and all that stuff. So let me just double check what's in this, guys. So there's a 4K and a Blu-ray director's cut of the movie. There's a Blu-ray theatrical cut. There is another Blu-ray disc with all the special features. So it's a really nice set, and it's in those kind of hard cases. 3 Amaray cases in there. So yes, I love this movie. I have to watch it on 4K and do a review soon. Next one, guys, I picked up on holidays in Spain, and I have a 4K review on the channel if you want to check it out. It's the Arrow US release only of Barbarella. 60s sci-fi kind of sexy comedy starring Jane Fonda in this really nice Arrow. You know, all the stuff we've come to expect from Arrow. The poster, the booklet, the 4K, all that stuff. So if you want to know more about this one, you can check out my full review here on the channel. Another one, guys, Second Sight Films 4K of High Tension, also known as Switchblade Romance. Again, full 4K review of this on the channel, guys. I really like this, and this is a really, really nice 4K. And again, one of those nice kind of 4K sets from Second Sight Films. So check out my full review if you want to know more about this one. Another one, guys, sorry to send you to another video, but I picked up in a 2 for something deal, The Hunt for Red October, a movie I have never seen until last week, and then I reviewed it. I don't believe it's a great 4K disc, but it's an interesting film nonetheless, and happy I was able to check that one out. And then as part of that deal, I also decided to pick up the cinematic classic that is Red Sonja. This will make sense as we get through the 4Ks, but I wanted to pick this up to have this. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Bridget Nielsen is in this one. I have not seen this since I was a kid, and I do want to check out the 4K at some point. And then the next two up actually, were in a 2 for something deal. I wanted to pick up Arrival, this Denis Villeneuve film. Amy Adams, Jeremy Renner and Forrest Whitaker. I like Denis Villeneuve stuff. I didn't love the first Dune, so I just thought like another sci-fi movie. I want to check this out and see. I've heard good things, but I've never seen it, so this is another one that's on the watch pile. I always struggle to kind of find a second movie sometimes, and I thought, you know what, let's get this kind of Hollywood classic. I've never seen Citizen Kane, so it was in the deal, and I thought let's grab it and check it out. I've heard the 4K is really nice, and obviously there's the Criterion version, but over here I believe it was Warner's. Yeah, Warner's just released this themselves, so I grabbed the 4K standard version of Citizen Kane. And last but certainly not least, guys, Red Sonja I bought because I had ordered from the US the Conan Chronicles, the Arrow US, Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Destroyer Arrow set. You know, the lovely hard case and the booklet and the poster. I ordered this through US Amazon, and you know what, I want to review this fully on the channel, but I'm really disappointed, guys. Look, the box, the packaging is all pulling apart. I feel like Arrow maybe outsourced the making of the packaging or something, and it's just like the whole thing is coming apart, and it's like, geez. Like the money we pay for these things, and they, you know, they're not even made correctly sometimes. That ends the 4K pile on a bit of a sour note there, guys. Let's jump into the Blu-rays that I picked up. Massive pile of Blu-rays, let's go through them. A lot of these would have been in the holiday haul back in January, guys, when myself and my girlfriend went to Spain, and I have a couple of spots there that I go to pick up some stuff. So I grabbed a lot of horror stuff that I'm going to use for a video on the channel at some point. So The Entity was one of those horror movies. I was specifically looking for some movies, and others I just kind of grabbed as I went. I have never seen this. I've only seen bits and pieces of The Entity, so that was the first one. Quarantine, which is the US remake of Wreck or Record. Again, only seen bits, never seen the full movie. I don't even think I've seen bits. I've probably seen clips and docs and stuff like that, and horror docs, but Quarantine, looking forward to checking out. The original Super Mario Brothers on Blu-ray. Yes, I know there's a 4K out there and all, but you know what? This Blu-ray looked really, really good, guys. I was pleasantly surprised with this one. Haven't seen the movie since I was a kid. It's a terrible movie, but it's one of those kind of must-have in my collection. Speaking of another childhood movie, I upgraded Masters of the Universe to Blu-ray from a very, very old DVD that's in the collection here. I have not watched this one or, you know, rewatched this yet, so I want to check that out at some point. Another one I saw was Alive. Again, have not seen this since I was very, very young, and a bit of a like, whoa, kind of, you know, one of those movies I saw when I was younger. I wanted to revisit this with the release of Society of the Snow, and basically the same kind of, you know, two movies, same story. So I thought, you know, I would like to revisit Alive and see what I think. JFK was in the 4K pickup, so I was pleasantly surprised when I saw JFK revisited. Obviously the slip covers and stuff, guys, are here in Spanish, but you know, you just select the English language on them. So this is Oliver Stone's documentary, kind of revisiting the JFK case and stuff. As I said earlier, I'm fascinated by all of that. So I saw that and I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick that one up. Childhood crush, pun intended. Alicia Silverstone in The Crush. I never saw this. It's early 90s, I believe, when this came out. Carrie Ewells is in this as well. Big fan of Alicia Silverstone when I was a kid. Speaking of Quarantine earlier, so I was able to grab the kind of Wreck or Record box set. So this is the, you know, Quarantine is a remake of Wreck. A Spanish horror movie. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Wreck 1 to 4 basically in this nice kind of smaller box set. There was a bigger kind of collector's box set I saw in some of the shops, and I thought, it's not worth the money for what's in it. It's just a booklet, and I just want the 4 movies, so I grabbed that version of that. And another one, again, this was just something I came across, was like €6-7. It's Phantoms, which I've never seen, and just because of the joke in the Kevin Smith movies about Ben Affleck being in Phantoms, I thought, you know what, I will grab that. Next one up, I did full review on the channel, guys. It's the limited edition Gate collection, the Gate 1 and 2. You should be able to see just about the lenticular cover there. Cool 90s, late 80s, early 90s horror movies there. Speaking of 80s, limited edition Blu-ray lenticular cover of Roadhouse. Again, full review on the channel, guys. This is the first time watching Roadhouse. Really enjoy it, and they're 2 fantastic sets from Via Vision Entertainment. Pick up here, this is a BFI release of Scala. This was a great documentary about the Scala cinema in the UK. It's a really nice set. It has a nice, you know, good old booklet in there, and the documentary obviously, and a bunch of bonus features. Just, you guys know I work in the cinema and I find all that stuff fascinating, so Scala was another pickup. My girlfriend got me, we saw this and kind of thought, you know, the premise is sort of interesting. A trip to the movies takes a deadly turn in this stylish neo-giallo love letter to classic slashers. It all takes place in a cinema, and it's a movie called The Last Matinee. This is an Arrow release. I believe it's a Spanish movie, right? It's in Spanish with English. So the Spanish title is Al Morir la Matinee. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, probably not. But The Last Matinee, cool Arrow. I've yet to watch that. And randomly I picked up, there was some hype around this, guys. Shameless. I've 1 or 2 Shameless releases here, and I saw the hype around this on Twitter, and you know, it's Ursula Andress, like, you know her from Dr. No. Now see her in The Nurse. So I picked this one up off the Shameless website. So it came with the slipcover, and I have the alternative. So this movie, I think, is originally called The Sensuous Nurse. Jack Palance is in this as well. Like, it seems like it's some kind of, I've never seen it, obviously. The aging owner won't sign a deal or something to sell the vineyard, and his family hire this, like, sexy nurse to try and make him have a heart attack. And it just seems like one of those 1975, so like mid-70s kind of sexy comedy kind of things. There is a number on the back of this. If, you know, you guys probably know more about Shameless, it's 76. So I guess this is the collector's triple sleeve. So there is the slipcover and the reversible sleeve art on the Amore case, and that was the last Blu-ray pickup, and one sold single. That doesn't even make sense. One single DVD. Jesus. One single DVD pickup, guys, over the last 2 months was the Red Riding trilogy. Again, it was in the holiday haul. Red Riding in the Year of Our Lord, 1974, 1980, and 1983. This was a really, really cool kind of corrupt cop kind of TV trilogy, TV movies, TV show, whatever you want to call it. It's really interesting, and I rewatched them, and yeah, I remember liking it at the time it was on TV. So that was the massive haul for January and February, guys. As always, jump in down below, let me know, what did you pick up? Have you picked up any of what I have picked up? Jump in and let me know what you think. And as always, stay safe, guys, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Psh.